Have you thought about how you are going to be successful on your job search here in Canada as a new immigrant? One of the things is that sometimes it is hard to find a job as a new immigrant. But I want to give you some encouragement and let you know that there are some things that you need to consider when it comes to being successful on your job search. And one of the most important things is understanding how you can leverage your existing and transferable skills to land the job of your dreams here in Canada, and make sure that it can help you answer the question of, do you have Canadian experience? Hello. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 ways you can leverage your existing transferable skills in order to be successful in the job search here as a new immigrant in Canada. Hello, my name is Katrina, and I am the founder here at Jane. And some of the key things that I talk about are how to land your dream role as a new immigrant in Canada. I also talk about topics related to your career progression, job searching, interview prep, and LinkedIn optimization. If you're brand new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, we're excited to have you back. One of the things I would love for you to do is turn on the notification bell and hit the subscribe button if you're brand new, if you haven't subscribed yet, so that you'll be notified when we have brand new videos that can help you as a new immigrant here in Canada be successful in landing your dream role. And if you're an existing immigrant here in Canada looking to launch into your next role, we can work together. So let me get into the video. In this video, I want to talk to you about what are some things you need to consider when it comes to how you can understand what are the key skills that employers are looking for, so that you can leverage that once you understand how you already have those existing and transferable skills. So the very first thing that you need to consider are, what are the top transferable skills that employers are looking for? I'm going to list them out. One of the top skills is communication. And we're going to put communication as an essential skill that you need to have. What does this encompass? This really covers how you communicate, how you speak with others, how you engage with others, verbal, the nonverbal, your body language. Do you know that 85% of communication is nonverbal? That means that you have already been communicating and letting people know who you are. And so over time, you've been building up your strong communication skills through your presentation skills, through your written emails, through slide decks, and then also maybe through marketing materials that you might have created in the past, right? So essential skill of communication is one of the top skills that employers are looking for. A second key skill that employers are looking for is people management skills. So this is how you collaborate with other individuals inside your organization, outside of your organization, how you work with your colleagues and with your senior leaders throughout your organization. So through your experience, you have built up amazing people management skills. This is either managing up or managing down. And you might have had opportunities where you have taken time to mentor others, help new colleagues get familiar with the working environment, and then you've probably worked with really difficult stakeholders over time, and you've provided opportunities to resolve those conflicts in a timely manner, and that is something that is really strong and critical. So I want you to think about what are your people management skills and the opportunities that you have been able to leverage those people management skills in the past, because that's a very strong transferable skills that you really need to highlight. Tied into people management is another skill. This is actually organization and management skills. So how do you plan your work? How in the past have you been able to manage multiple timelines, competing priorities, and then manage your workload, right? Because you've probably been in an environment where you've had so many different deadlines that you needed to meet, and you managed your time effectively. And you were able to achieve multiple competing priorities by prioritizing your time, identifying what were some of the key things that you needed to focus on, and managing all of the juggling things that you needed to on your plate. So make sure that you think about your management skills. These are also tied to organization skills. They really just in terms of what type of person are you? Are you someone that's organized? Are you someone that is able to understand the importance of tasks and prioritize your time accordingly? The third skill I want to talk to you about is administrative/clerical skills, right? When we talk about administrative skills, these are the ability to create documents, the ability to format documents, review documents, making sure that the things that you're working on are accurate, they're detailed enough, and they convey the message that you're trying to communicate to the audience, right? And administrative skills also involve your use of technology. So your ability to use either Office suite of products, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or the Google suite, which is Google Slides, Google Documents, G Drive as well, right? So whichever system that your organization uses, being able to create documents that are error-proof are really important when it comes to this administrative skills and formatting and spelling and being able to use technology. The fourth skill I want you to consider has to do with your analytical problem solving and research and planning skills. Do you know that researching is a really strong skill? You probably were like, oh, I just do this naturally. I just love to find out information. I like to read. I like to explore. I like to then take that information and analyze it and come up with a plan of action, and I follow through with my plan of action. Not knowing that that's one of the top skills that employers are looking for. And there's so many roles that this falls under. You need to be able to come up with a plan of action, especially if there's any new problems that come up into the organization. Are you someone that in the past has provided amazing solutions after you've taken time to research and plan? If so, that's strong transferable skills that you need to be able to highlight. And we'll talk about how you can leverage that within this video. Continue watching. And the final skill that I want to highlight is your computer and technical skills. One of the challenges that employers are finding is that not a lot of people are computer literate. This means that they are able to turn in the computer, but they don't know how to maximize and use technology effectively. And this can make you stand out if you're someone that has a really strong grasp of how to use computers to make your workflow process very easy. That can put you at an advantage over others that don't know. And if you don't know how to use technology, don't feel embarrassed, don't feel shy, don't feel that you can't learn it. There are a lot of really great YouTube channels that can help you go from zero to hero. Okay? So just dedicate an hour a day to learning a new application or learning how to navigate the computer systems, right? But if you're already really good, like you're a whiz, you're an intermediate and an expert, and this is one of the things that you need to highlight because it's key to helping you succeed and helping you jump over the Canadian working experience challenge. So now that I've talked about the 5 key skills that you need to really think about and that you already have that are really great transferable skills, I want to talk about how you can actually leverage and implement those skills in your job search so that you can actually showcase how you've been able to use them in the past. So in the second step, I want to talk about why, having taken time to look at and identify your transferable skills, you need to know how to use them. So one of the things are those skills that I've talked about, hiring managers are looking for. They're looking for people that are strong collaborators, communicators, organizers, problem solvers, and presenters, right? And so now that you've identified that, hey, oh my goodness, I worked on projects in the past and been successful by using all of those skills, you want to be able to highlight how you've done that in the past. Create examples from your experience that match up, that talk to each of those different skills, right? Because that's how employers are going to ask you for that relevant information, and you need to have it on hand. So one of the things I want to say is that recruiters are looking for real live examples, right? And so rather than just listing those skills, you want to expand a little bit on how you've been able to use them in the past. So I'll talk about an example. So if you think about leadership as a skill, rather than just listing leadership and not expanding on it, what you want to maybe do is think about what are the key things that you did in order to show leadership. Was it maybe that you had to lead a team of 5 to work on a project to build out a mobile application? Or was it that you had a team of 10 that you were working with and you had to make sure everybody understood the goal of the project, that you planned it, that you collaborated, that you checked the status of the project as you went up? So you want to be able to use leadership and talk about how you've used that leadership skill. Maybe you led a team of 5 to achieve a project, or for example, in leadership, you might have had a new intern that came in for the summer and you provided guidance and mentorship to this intern, gave them an onboarding process, you provided them with the tools and that they needed, and you were their point of contact as they were working on their project, either working on researching it and then coming up with a plan of what they wanted to do over the summer, and then you oversaw their project as they worked through the summer, right? If that's something that you did, create those relevant bullets and use active verbs to showcase that on your resume rather than just listing leadership. So now that you have created examples and placed that on your resume, you need to also look for where else can you place these amazing examples that you've been able to talk to that talk about your transferable skills. So one of the key places that you can place it is on your LinkedIn profile. So once you've identified those key competencies and transferable skills, you want to put them in prominent places in your LinkedIn profile that can get your profile optimized and pulled up in search results for hiring managers and recruiters. So some positions you can put these skills is in your About section. Your About section is the landing page where individuals come onto the page and they want to get a quick snapshot of who you are, what are some of your key achievements and your transferable skills and your use of technology. Make sure after you've analyzed those key transferable skills that you emphasize that on your About section. And then also you want to incorporate it in your skills section. And with your skills section, a beauty of it is you can request for people to recommend you for those skills. And the more recommendations you have from past colleagues on those skills, the more it shows that, hey, this person actually does have these skills. And then also in your individual job descriptions, you can incorporate some of these key achievements and some of these bullets that you've incorporated on your resume as well. The fourth thing that I want to talk to you about is the fact that you need to take these transferable skills and then you can also highlight and emphasize them in your cover letter. in order to combat the Canadian experience piece, if you're new to Canada or you recently landed in Canada as a new immigrant, right? One of the things you want to do is you want to leverage a cover letter as an opportunity to explain how you stand out, how your transferable skills are matched to the job, and why they should actually take time to look at your resume, all right? So this is where you can highlight your key achievements and key transferable skills, your people management, your leadership skills, your communication skills, and how it ties into the mission and the vision of the organization and why you are the best person that they should reach out to and have a conversation so that you can get your opportunity to shine in the interview and land your dream role. I would like to talk about a possible example. So if you think about the cover letter, most organizations will ask for it, some will say no, but I believe that a cover letter is a great opportunity for you to stand out, right? And use it to speak to your story and engage and make a personal connection with the hiring manager. And for example, if you feel that, okay, maybe in my working experience, I have leadership skills, but not a direct match, you can talk about an example, maybe an extracurricular or volunteer or an internship opportunity that you had where you were able to use that transferable skill. If we talk about leadership, for example, if you did not work in an organization where you were a leader, but you had extracurricular responsibilities where, for example, you researched and you planned for and then you implemented a trip to build relationships with clients in a different region or country. If you did that as an internship or as a extracurricular, maybe based on your church activities or even maybe based on maybe a volunteer opportunity that you had as part of an organization that you were working with, you can include that. That shows your leadership and it shows that you're not just staying home job searching. And then the fifth tip that I will want to talk to you that can help you use your existing and your transferable skills is once you've identified them, you've updated them on your resume, you've updated them on your LinkedIn and your cover letter, you want to look at the job description and use that job description to help you prepare for interviews. This is critical. This means that you want to make sure that you look at your transferable skills, look at the job description, and then create stories that connect with the key questions that a recruiter would ask you that talks about the different key transferable skills that you have. This one is where you can really shine. And I don't want you to miss out on this. And one of the things that you can also do is research on Google. What are some of the common questions that they would ask for the type of role that you're applying for? And take those examples. You look at your experience, you look at your transferable skills, and then you create answers that can help showcase that, right? You want to really break it down in a nice way. And you also want to make sure that when you're using your transferable skills, you're talking about the situation, identifying the task that needed to be achieved, and then what were some of the key skills that you used and the process and the timeline that you used to achieve that. And then what was the end result? What was the result of you using your transferable skills? So in this video, I really just wanted to talk about what are some of the common transferable skills that you already have and that you can think about and leverage for your whole job search process, from updating your resume to your LinkedIn profile, and then possibly your cover letter and preparing for interviews. That is just a very quick overview of some of the key things that I work with you here at JJump. And if you're finding it a bit of a challenge, you might have been job searching for 3 months, 6 months, a whole year, and you're not gaining traction, and you need someone to walk with you and work with you, reach out, send an email or send a DM. I'm always willing to listen and see how I can help you bridge the gap between where you are to where you want to go so that you can land your dream role, right? So send us a DM or send an email to info@jjom.com. info@jjom.com. I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hit the subscribe button below. What are you waiting for? And turn on the notification bell so that you're notified when new videos come on. And make sure that you check out my previous videos on how to avoid the mistakes that new immigrants commonly make. And then also look at how you can use networking to land your dream role. I have a lot of different videos that can really help you. But also, take time and comment down below what is one of the key skills that we've talked about that you didn't recognize you already had and that you can use right away to emphasize your transferable skills. Until we speak again, have a fantastic day, and your career mentor is here to support you.